was spent out in Hollywood with Up All Night, you know, with Bob Hope. I mean, the woman has had just such a fun career. And so she's all about that old Hollywood glam. And I am too. Specifically when she does her undergarments, and these are the pinup panties. I mean, you look at them, you think Greta Garbo, you think about, you know, Audrey Hepburn and all the glamorous Liz Taylor, but look at how fun. This is a 5-pack on a clearance, $44.95. One payment gets it there, $11.24. Rick, I'm gonna need some serious help here. This is actually, the collection is called Treasure Hunt. This beautiful Treasure Hunt, which is, okay, and then there's the Pastel Paradise. This is the best way to look at it. There's so many different colors and prints within each 5-pack. The best way to do it is through here. English Garden includes the nutmeg, flamingo pink, pink floral, turquoise, and ivory. Really pretty. You're gonna see that on Mel in just a minute. Pastel Paradise comes with a lilac dot, that's my favorite, champagne, English rose, lilac, and silver, and getting very limited. Treasure Hunt comes with a tropical print. This is the drama set. Peacock, purple, black, and claret. We've got all sizes, a 2-minute clock before I sign off, and I love that we've got all these sizes, extra small through 3X. And with Rhonda, for undergarments, go exactly the way you shop with us for fashions. And I'm gonna go through that. In fact, I know we try to put up those sizing charts for you often because a lot of times there's, you know, somebody who's watched for years but never taken the plunge. A clearance event is the time to take a plunge because you truly have the same return opportunity as you do when something is regular price. But on the side of your CV now, you're gonna look at the sizing chart. So 02 is extra small, and you can see even the details of the waist and the hips in the case of something like this. The small is 4'6", medium is our 6'8", large 12'14", extra large 16'18". 16-18 women's is the 1X, 20-22 women's 2X, 24-26 women's 3X. Now this is what's fun. I mean, she really is so committed to this brand. She just does the best job. She's so passionate about bringing the best quality. And one of those things being, I'm gonna just pull this one off the rack so I can show that to you. Everything is just so beautifully made. Look at the ruching on the backside. So you're pretty coming, you're pretty going. That does a little lift, a little magical trick to the backside. And then this lace is so soft, stretchy. On the inside, a cotton gusset. So you've got just the most comfort possible when it comes to a very intimate garment, right? And that too, look at that mesh overlay, that lace mesh overlay right there at the tummy. Very soft, elastic against your skin. And this, in terms of compression levels, I know we've got like light, medium, and firm control. This wouldn't be a firm control garment. This would be something more in the lines of some light, a very smoothing, comfortable, leisure kind of garment. Pretty, right? You might as well feel beautiful and glamorous under whatever you're wearing during the day. It's our prerogative as women.